Hello students, welcome to our next video. So in this video I am going to explain the experiment number 4. Okay, experiment number 4 of PLC and SCADA. Okay, so the fourth experiment is the combination of counters and timers for lamp on and on of operation. Okay, so these are the apparatus which we will be needing in our experiment. The first one is the PLC, that is of Allen Bradley. Then we need switch for turning on and off. Okay, then we have a lamp for indication. Then obviously one is the timer and the second one is the counter. So these are the two main parts of our experiment. Okay, so they have a specific function here. Okay, in our practical. Now in the theory part, timer and counters are output instruction. Okay, output instructions, both are output instructions, both are output instructions. Okay, both are output instruction that let you control, okay, to control operation based on time or number of events. Okay, it is an output instruction. Okay, so both these are the output instruction and it control operation based on time and or number of events. Okay, so these two are the point. Now we will be indicating this timer and counter with the help of some instructions. Okay, like if I am denoting T on, so it represent delay turning on an output, delay turning on an output. Okay, similarly T off is denoted by delay turning off an output. Okay, output. Then if it is RTO, so what does it represent? Time on an event. Okay, or time an event retentively, time an event retentively. Okay, then we have CTU. If U is represented, then it is a count up. If it is CTD, then it represent count down. Okay, then if RES is represent, means what does it represent? Reset the accumulated value. Reset accumulated value. Okay, and status bit of a timer or counter. Okay, so it is represented by RES. Then if it is HSC, it represent count high speed pulses. HSC represent count high speed pulses. Okay, so these are the representations. Okay, you should remember this. T on represent delay turning on an output, T off delay turning off an output, RTO time and event relatively. Then we have CTU, that stands for count up, CTD count down, RES reset accumulated value. Okay, then we have HSC, means count higher speed pulses. Okay, so these are the theoretical part. Okay, you should represent these instructions in our ladder diagram. Now there are some important terms, okay, like this, the accumulated value. In the previous experiments also I have explained that what is the accumulator value. For timer, this is the number of time based intervals the instruction has counted, okay, number of interval the instruction has counted. And for counter, this is the number of false to transition that have occurred. Okay, for counter, number of false to true transition that has occurred is called as accumulated value for timer as well as counter. Okay, for timer as well as counter. Then we have preset. Okay, the preset value is the set point that you enter in the timer or counter instruction. Okay, so this is the timer and counter. Then we have a time based value. Okay, so it is also denoted in. Okay, so when the accumulator value, in case of preset becomes equal to or greater than, okay, equal or to or greater than the preset value, then the done status is set. Okay, then only done status, DN status will be set. Okay, so you can use this bit to control an output device. Okay, so to control an output device you can use this done bit. Then we have time base. Okay, so what does the time base denote? The time base determines the duration of each time base interval. Okay, each time base interval, determine each time base interval. Okay, so this is the time base. Now we have the timer accuracy. Okay, this refers to the length of time between the moment of a timer instruction. Okay, this refers to the length of time between the moment a timer instruction is enabled and the moment the time interval is complete. Okay, inaccuracy caused by the program scan to be greater than the timer base. So you must also consider the time required to energize the output device. Okay, so word 0 is called as control word. Okay, word 0 denotes the control word. Okay, now we will see the ladder programming for our experiment. Okay, so in the ladder programming you should remember some basic point like the rung. Okay, the rung condition should be true. Okay, so you will be performing this ladder programming on a PLC software, but here I'll just draw the ladder programming so that you can understand. Okay, so the first, okay, this is the supply, then we have two switches. Okay, two switches are there. Then we have, means we are using timer and counter, right? So let's suppose I have T on timer here, then time base. Okay, I'll write here timer on delay. Okay, the timer on delay is used here. Then we have timer. Okay, T4:0 denotes the timer location. Then we have time base. Okay, then preset, then our accumulator value. Okay, so these are the parameters inside the timer. Then we have the two bits EN. Okay, it denotes the enable bit, and the second denotes the DN bit. Okay, DN means stands for done bit. Okay, so these are the parameters which are there. Okay, so let's suppose my accumulator value is less than 5. Okay, also our preset value is less than 5. Time base is 10. Okay, so these are the bits. Then we are giving an input here. Okay, so here is the two inputs. Let's suppose this is NO switch and this is NC. NC means there will be closed NO switch. So these are the two inputs, right? I'll give this NC done bit address, okay, done bit of the Tion timer, okay. Then I'll give the address to I:0, means this is the input and this is also an input, right? Then I'll use a second important instruction, that is timer, okay. I'll write here counter CTU. So also it has two bits, that is CU, okay, CU, and then I have a DN bit, DN, okay, CU and DN bit. So it is counter up, okay. Then I have counter number is C5:0, okay. So it denotes the counter file number, okay. Or then we have a preset value, okay. We have a preset value, then we have an accumulator value, okay. Let's suppose this is my less than 5, okay. 5 is less than, and this is my less than 2, okay. Then I'll give this address as done, okay. So it is timer bits address, okay. Then I'll use again one NO switch. I'll give it as address C5:0, means counter, and it's done bit address, okay. Timers done and counters done address here. I'll then connect the lamp here, okay. Output O:0, okay. So and at the end I'll just end my ladder, okay. So this is the simple programming, okay. So these are the two inputs. When I press this NO switch, the circuit will become closed, and what will happen, the current starts to flow through the Tion timer. So Tion timer means timer on delay, okay, means it delay the timer to a certain value, okay. Let's suppose my preset value is 5, means what will happen, accumulator value reach up to 5, means up to the count of 5 the timer will be off, and after 5 seconds only the timer will become on, means my output will glow after 5 seconds. So when the accumulator value is reached to a done preset value, then this Tion T4:0 means done bit will be on, then it will given to a timer, okay. So it will also count up to a 5, okay. Its initial value, let's suppose by accumulator value counts from 0 up to 5, okay. Means when the done bit is enabled, okay, then the currents will flow through this counter up, okay, counter up counter. Then as soon as it gets current, the means it will become enabled, okay. So it is generated by CU here. The CU bit of the counter will be enabled, or enable bit is denoted here. When the accumulator value reset the preset value, then the done bit will be again enabled of the counter, and this input will be enabled, okay. This input will be closed, then current starts to flow here and the output will glow, okay. And this is the end of the program. So this is the simple programming for our both timer and counter for a lamp operation, okay. I hope you understand this ladder programming. Now I'll conclude, okay. You have to similarly perform this experiment on the PLC software. Now I'll conclude this conclusion, okay. Conclusion is that in this experiment we studied both the combination of timer, okay, combination of timer and counter, okay, for lamp on or off operation. Also we studied ladder programming, ladder programming. Okay, so this is our conclusion. So with this, I hope you understand this experiment. Okay, you have to just remember this ladder programming because it is important in terms of examination also, how you can use these two timer and counter in a particular program to control a lamp operation. Okay, lamp, it is a lamp. Okay, very simple example. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. If you have any kind of doubt, you can contact me. Thank you.